Hello, cuties, and welcome to the final Shelves of Chaos TBR. That's right, you heard me. It's the Shelves of Chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. You like that every time now. Chaos, 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 chaos. Yeah. Hello. Hi, if you're new here, this is the last episode of this TBR game. Don't worry. A lot of elements will remain the same for the next TBR game, but the next TBR game is even more chaotic. Because, you know, I always love to add more chaos into my life, and that's what we're doing here today. So if you don't know, this is a game full of wheel spinning, card pulling, coin flipping, dice rolling shenanigans. And we always start off this by picking a random dice out of a bag to see what I'm gonna roll to determine how many books I read in December. Now, stipulations. I still have a bunch of 23 of 2023s to read and a bunch of bomb books to read. I have pulled them all forward on the shelves here. Most of them are bomb books that I have not read. I have done fairly well. I am still reading a bunch in November, so hopefully I will get a bunch of those done in November and we will have a little bit more smooth coasting in December, but I highly doubt that because there are 40 books in total that I have not read that I said I was going to read or else have to get rid of, and then the 23 of 2023 is just a weird little chaotic thing that means absolutely nothing, but it will mean something next year. We have the bag of dice. Just gonna randomly draw one out of here. There's so many kinds of dice in here, I don't even know. Wha-bam! We have, oh, that's a percentile. That's fine, we can roll a percentile. Percentiles will just chop off a 0, okay? We're gonna chop off a 0. If it lands on the 0, 0, that's 10. Percentile die says 7. That's actually the smallest TBR I think I've rolled all year. So that's fine. And then it gives me opportunity to throw in more because I read so many books a month. This is just, I must read these 7. So let's see what the first roll is gonna be. Roll number 1. How long have you been 17? A while. So stupid. Okay, well, we're gonna move 17 spots. We started way down on the bottom down here last time, or we ended there. We're gonna start from here. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Which has 0 of the books we need on it. But I do see some continuous series. We've got Brady von Althus. We've got the Books of Bayern, if it'll focus. Got, I forgot what the series name, Gemma Doyle. Gemma Doyle's on here. We've got the fairy tale retolds. I think that's all of the series, at least we can try to continue. All right, Mr. Wheel, spin number 1. It's a card! I have also removed any card we've already gotten, so I only have this stack of cards that we have not yet gotten this entire time. So let's see what it's gonna be. Oh, the lowest rated. Oh, we need a Goodreads for that one. This is gonna take a hot second. Woo! I'll be right back. All right, at a whopping 3.13 average rating on Goodreads. That is If I Disappear by Eliza Jane Brazier. Let's see what it's about. Sarah loves true crime podcasts. They give her a sense of control in a world where women just like her disappear daily. She's sure they are preparing her for something. So when Rachel, her favorite podcast host, goes missing, Sarah knows it's time to act. Rachel has always taught her to trust her instincts. To begin her search, Sarah follows the clues hidden in the episodes to an isolated ranch outside Rachel's small hometown. She's convinced her investigation will make Rachel so proud. But the more Sarah digs into this unfamiliar world, the more off things start to feel. Because Rachel is not the first woman to vanish from the ranch, and she won't be the last. Rachel did try to warn her. Okay. Oh, I'm a little worried. with that low a rating. That's a scary, scary thought. Roll number 2. Roll number 2. Is that a 9? That's a 9. 9! Alright. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pew, pew. None of the bomb books are 2023 or 2023. We do have a finish a duology right here. We've got... That's it. That's it. We've got a graphic novel. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. And the wheel says spin number 2. Oh. Got a little caught there, but you okay there? Wheelie wheel. We got the buzzword bag. Possibly the last buzzword, because we're not actually doing buzzword bag next year. And it is hate. Hate is our word. Oh boy, this is gonna be difficult. The very first one we found is actually a nonfiction. I'm both excited and terrified to read this, but this is Men Who Hate Women, The Extremism Nobody Is Talking About by Laura Bates. This is about like incels and misogyny and stuff, and I got this recommendation off of It's Bells. Great YouTube channel. You should definitely go check her out. She has some fantastic stuff, and I love her TBR game is with tarot cards. It's very, very fun. But this is what this is about. Starting in the murkiest depths of the internet, Laura observes these groups in action, from incels and pickup artists to men's rights activists and men going their own way, tracing how effectively their ideas have been smuggled into our collective consciousness via trolls, the media, celebrities, and politicians to emerge unchecked in our schools, workplaces, and corridors of power, posing deadly harm to both men and women. Including exclusive interviews with former members of these groups, as well as with the men fighting against them, Laura seeks to understand what attracts people to this movement, how it operates, and above all, what must be done to stop it. Now, it's a little light reading. Oh boy, okay. 2 of my least common genres already. We have a mystery thriller and a nonfiction. Roll number 3. Roll number 3. 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the way on the bottom, where once again, not hitting the shelf. Got Finish a Duology. And that is it. I'm hoping for Avatar. I'm going to read these as one. These are the Avatar, The Promise books. Let's hope for that. Spin number 3. Oh my god, again? Well, I guess that wasn't the last time we were getting buzzword bag. Sure, right away again. We have Girl. Is it in the running? No, we've already passed it. There's one book I need on bomb that's Girl, Serpent, Thorn, but we'll see. We'll see what else we get. Newer release, and that is Poster Girl by Veronica Roth. I haven't read a Veronica Roth since Divergent. I didn't like the concept of Carve the Mark, which I think is what she came out afterwards, which I heard was like glorifying self-harm. So I didn't want to touch it, and then I just didn't touch anything else by hers. We're gonna ease back in, but it is my Fairy Loot copy of it. So, you know, ooh, it's supposed to be like after it's I'll just read you what the concept is, because you'll get what I mean when I say it's like Hunger Games. But if what's her face, Glimmer, was the main character, I guess. What's right is right. Sonia Cantor knows this slogan. She lived by it for most of her life. For decades, everyone in the Seattle-Portland megalopolis lived under it, as well as constant surveillance in the form of the Insight, an ocular implant that tracked every word and every action, rewarding or punishing by a rigid moral code set forth by the delegation. Then there was a revolution. The delegation fell. Its most valuable members were locked in the Aperture, a prison on the outskirts of the city, and everyone else, now free from the Insight's monitoring, went on with their lives. Sonia, former poster girl from the delegation, has been imprisoned for 10 years when an old enemy comes to her with a deal. Find a missing girl who was stolen from her parents by the old regime and earn her freedom. The path Sonia takes to find the child will lead her through an unfamiliar, crooked, post-delegation world where she finds herself digging deeper into the past and her family's dark secrets than she ever wanted to. We'll see. Roll number 4. Roll number 4. Oh, oh, oh. 20. Let's hope we land on a shelf we need.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
We have 2. These are both 23 of 2023s. The Archive by V.E. Schwab and Alekine's Gun by Corbin Dunn. The rest of the shelf, however, is Finish a Duology and Finish a Duology. So, you know, but we're really hoping for these guys. And to the wheel. Bin number 4. A card. Just a card. I can really never tell if I'm into focus or not. And the card is Nonfiction. I already pulled a nonfiction. All right, the next nonfiction that we have, also, this is gonna be a like super depressing December. We have Missing from the Village by Justin Ling, and this is about a serial killer in Toronto who's killing, I think he's exclusively killing gay men, but he might have ventured into something else. Here's what it's fully about. In 2013, the Toronto Police Service announced that the disappearances of 3 men from Toronto's gay village were perhaps linked. When the leads ran dry, the search was shut down, on paper classified as open but suspended. By 2015, investigative journalist Justin Ling had begun to retrace investigators' steps, convinced there was evidence of a serial killer. Meanwhile, more men would go missing, and the police would continue to deny that there was an ongoing threat to the community. In early 2019, landscaper Bruce MacArthur was sentenced to life in prison for the murders of 8 men. But there is so much more to the story than that. Based on more than 5 years of in-depth reporting, Missing from the Village recounts how a serial killer was allowed to stalk one of the largest cities in North America and how a tightly knit community responded to the crimes, and offers a window into the lives of the 8 men and their friends and family left behind. Telling a story that goes well beyond Toronto and back decades, Justin Ling draws on extensive interviews with those who experienced the investigation firsthand, including the detectives who eventually caught MacArthur, and reveals how systemic racism, homophobia, transphobia, and the structures of policing fail queer communities. That's going to really suck. Okay, well, it'll probably be like a really good, you know, not, it's like saying, oh, this will be great, it'll be good. This will be informative is really what I mean. So, another painful nonfiction. Oh boy. Roll number 5. Roll number 5. 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Nothing. Nothing and no one. We have continuous series right here. We have continuous series right under it. And that's it. Number 5. Something's janky. I'm gonna say it's there. It's real janky. We're gonna go with a card. Our wheel. Don't worry, we're upgrading the wheel next year. We have a Mambo pick. Mambo, baby girl, we need you. But for real though, one of the books on the shelf is called Good Bird, so I think that's Mambo's pick, but we'll let her actually pick. You gotta pick a treat. Which one? You see treat? You see a treat? Yeah, pick a treat. You can't pick mommy. You can't pick mommy. Treats everywhere. You see them? There's treats. All over these. There's treats. What do you want? You stepped on this book. Okay. Do you see she stepped on it? Good girl! You can treat. You could see her little foot like stepped on the book, but she picked The Confession of Fitzwilliam Darcy. That was difficult as hell. Now there's treats all over my bed. All right, so this is a Pride and Prejudice retelling, but from Darcy's side. What of Mr. Darcy? What of the torment suffered by a man conscious of his superior position and yet irresistibly drawn to the delightful Elizabeth? Through Darcy's eyes, we discover the reality of his relationship with his sister Georgiana, his cousin Colonel Fitzwilliam, and the dastardly Wickham. Revealed, too, is the truth behind Darcy's persuasion of his close friend Bingley and the fateful visit made by his formidable aunt, Lady Catherine de Bourgh. And, of course, we delight in all of his memorable encounters with Elizabeth, from that that first view of her to his disastrous proposal, and celebrate a pride and arrogance tempered by an unquenchable love. Okay. Woo! 2 more to go. Roll number 6. Roll number 6. My goodness, we are off balance here. 20 again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It doesn't have the books we need.
What do we have instead? Absolutely no series we're in the middle of. Just a lot of stuff. Spin number 6. Most and least. I gotta go pick the book I most want to read on that shelf and the book I least want to read on that shelf. Do we think the coin can be nice to me in December? It's given me so much heavy stuff already. All right. The book I least want to read on that shelf is I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith, just because this is the classic. There was another classic, but this is the slightly bigger one, and I've owned it for a really long time. The one I think I most want to read right now, and also to give me some happy in that pile of sad, is Rosaline Palmer Takes the Cake by Alexis Hall. I love Alexis Hall's writing. I think he's fantastic. This is a baking one, the start of another little like contemporary series, and I just really like Alexis Hall's writing. We gotta flip a coin, so Bigfoot, train. Please, please be nice to me. It's the last one. It was nice. It was nice. Rosaline Palmer Takes the Cake. Here is what it's about. Following the recipe is the key to a successful bake. Rosaline Palmer has always lived by those rules. Well, except for when she dropped out of college to raise her daughter, Amelie. Now, with a paycheck as useful as grease-proof paper and a house crumbling faster than biscuits and tea, she's teetering on the edge of financial disaster. But where there's a whisk, there's a way, and Rosaline has just landed a spot on the nation's most beloved baking show. Winning the prize money would give her daughter the life she deserves, and Rosaline is determined to stick to the instructions. However, more than collapsing trifles stand between Rosaline and sweet, sweet victory. Suave, well-educated, and parent-approved Alan Pope knows all the right moves to sweep her off her feet. But it's shy electrician Harry Dobson who makes Rosaline question her long-held beliefs about herself, her family, and her desires. Rosaline fears falling for Harry is a guaranteed recipe for disaster. Yet, as the competition and the ovens heat up, Rosaline starts to realize the most delicious bakes come from the heart. There we go. I'm excited to read that. The final roll of 2023. Will we get a single book that we said we needed at the beginning of this video? Probably not. Roll number 7. Oh my goodness. 23. Okay, that one's stable. 23. 23. Let's see where we land.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23. Not a single one. There's still a chance. There's still a chance we have to move down, and then we can get these. Let's see. Anybody? There's no sequels or anything up here either. So, woohoo. To the wheel. The final spin of 2023. Are you joking? It's another buzzword. 3 buzzwords in one round. Wow, buzzword was feeling left out, I guess. We've got story is our word. Oh boy. Ah! Ah! We got a bomb book! A totally awkward love story by Tom Ellen and Lucy Iveson. We found one. Here's what it's about. Some loves are meant to be, others are awkward. The summer before college, Hannah swears she's finally going to find the one. And for 5 perfect minutes, she does. She just wishes she'd caught his name. For Sam, the summer is off to a bad start. But after 5 minutes with some strange and hilarious girl, he's head over heels. With his luck, though, he'll never see her again, and he'll remain a girlfriendless, moony-eyed virgin forever. But another chance meeting brings them together, only to have a misunderstanding drive them apart. Madcap mishaps, raunchy hilarity, and deep romance follows these two wherever they go. For 2 people so clearly destined for each other, they sure have a hell of a lot of trouble even getting together. We'll find out. This is the most manageable TBR I've ever had to hold for this video. One hand. Have you ever seen a TBR I could do that with? No, not in these videos. We've got a balance now of the really heavy and the really lighthearted, which I think is going to be necessary to get through this TBR. That is it. I'll say goodbye. Goodbye to my janky homemade wheel, because we're upgrading to an actual decent wheel next year. No more taped and hot glue and recycled trash for the flickers. This random block of wood from my parents' house. You're done. I'm so sorry, wheel, but that's it for you. Do you have any last things you'd like to say?
I fucking hate my job. I can't wait to retire. Ah, I'm going to Disney World.
Okay, glad you felt like you wanted to stick around. Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining me on the TBRs.
I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Why are you the way that you are? Why are you the way that you are? Why are you the way that you are? Stop chewing on my wall. Woo! I have a lot of woo in me today. Sarah loves true crime That was blah, 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 blah. Look, I can do this like, oh shit, no I can't.